Good morning. Happy Friday. This is our daily Tarotscope. This is where we get together every Monday and Friday to look at the energy that's coming up for us throughout the week and weekend, okay? So we did change the days that I read because that way it's easier for me to get the information out to you and you have it ahead of time, okay? So today we are going to read for Saturday through Monday instead of Friday through Sunday, okay? So instead of your weekend Tarotscope, this is pretty much just your daily Tarotscope, but all the same, right? So what we're going to do first is we are going to balance out our root chakra. Our root chakra is where everything begins. It is the I am. I mean, we have Saturn and Neptune going conjunct today. We have Pluto in Aquarius. We have revolutionary energy starting today. Now, does this mean that all of a sudden you're going to get this shock value of, life dramatically changing today? No, this is going to be over a period of time, okay? So nothing to be afraid of. This is supportive energy for you to revolutionize yourself. I mean, we all think about it on a collective scale, but when you look at it as far as personally, you can look to see where the house of Aries is in your chart and see where that revolution is happening for you. So for me, I'm in Aries rising, so it's my first house, which should be interesting, right? Because I have big plans for this year and for the future of myself and 22 Guru. So anywho, it's great supportive energy, but it's an energy that's going to demand that you do what is necessary in order for you to embody this energy that you're trying to bring in, okay? This goal, this dream, this energy, all of the above, all right? Let me move this down just a little bit because it's getting on my nerves. I have it too high for y'all. There we go. All right, so as you're listening to the tuning fork, all you're going to do is breathe, okay? You're just gonna relax and breathe. This is attuned to the frequency of your root chakra, which is down near your genitals. It's a red color, so you can focus on that if you want to, or you can just relax and breathe. All right, I'm going to pass the energy between TikTok and YouTube. So you're gonna see me passing it back and forth just so you both can hear. It lasts a few seconds, so just take a few seconds to yourself. All right, here we go. Uncross your legs. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Just breathe. There we go. See? It's nice. Hey, Regina. Hey, Jennifer. So, okay, what we're going to do first is we are going to get our overall blessing for the next 3 days, which is going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then we're going to get the overall tarot card for the next 3 days. And then y'all are going to choose the tarot deck that I use to uncover the daily messages. Okay, so we get all into it. And then we're going to get into oracle cards as well. So sit back, relax. Feel free to ask questions. If you have questions about tarot, numerology, spirituality, all those things, feel free to ask questions. This is a conversation. Last time y'all were asking some great questions. But you must know, this is a collective reading. These are not personal readings. So please do not jump into the comments asking a personal reading question and expecting me to perform. If you need a personal reading, TikTok, everything is linked to my bio. YouTube, everything is linked in the description, okay? All right, so let's get our fairy blessing for Saturday through Monday. What is our fairy blessing for Saturday through Monday? Ooh, a blessing of belief. Look at that. It's number 35, and I'll read it to you. Look how beautiful that card is. A blessing of belief. I love that. Because most people think that they believe. In actuality, they don't. They want to believe, but it's really hard to believe in something when you don't see it, right? As far as humans, we live in a world where we have to see it to believe it. But the universe is like, doesn't work that way. All right. The fairy gift of restoring and strengthening your faith in the fairy. Your belief in the fairy may have wavered at times as the human world invades your own enchanted space. This blessing brings you the belief that will help you through your days, the unshakable conviction that you have allies and friends in the other realms, and they will be with you, assist you, dance with you, appreciate you. The gift of belief restores to you a lost piece of the soul, for when we lose our belief, a part of ourselves can fade and dim, becoming quite sorrowful, lessening the brightness of our days. So with this gift is returned to you belief, a sense that you and the fairies are entwined with one another, and your soul grows and becomes ripe again with belief. Let there be sureness in you, a quiet and loving conviction that there are indeed fairies, that you are a part of that world, and the natural world is the holiest place we have been given. Despair shall lift, doubt will vanish, and you will be returned to the faith that will brighten this day and every day to come. Believe, fairy friend, for they believe in you. A gift of faith of belief is yours now. So what this is essentially saying is you're going to have something happen this weekend that restores your belief, that restores your faith, okay? So this is a very positive message. It's letting you know that, hey, we've never left you. No matter if you believe the fairy message or if you're believing it's your spirit guides, God source energy, the divine, the universe, it doesn't matter. It's all loving energy wanting to show you that they exist, wanting to show you how the energy works within the universe, saying, if you are doing, just like Saturn, right? Saturn just went into Aries. So it's saying, if you are doing what you know is for your highest good, you receive that good karma, okay? Because karma, it just is, right? It's really not good or bad. It's just saying, it's energy, right? If you put out bad, you're going to get bad. If you put out good, you're going to get good. Okay. So Saturn's saying, hey, what do you want? And what are you working towards when it comes to your healing, when it comes to your connection, when it comes to your stability, all the things, right? We're all working towards our own goals, but they're all very similar in their own respective ways. Okay. So this is saying that you will have your faith restored or your belief restored because you've been working diligently towards your healing, towards your connection, towards your goals, and something positive happens, okay? All right, let's get our overall tarot message once I get my hair off of it. Anybody else shed like crazy? Yeah. All right, so we're going to knock on the book because we need to get rid of the energy from the last time it was used. We're going to connect to our energy centers through our palms, and we're going to focus. Nice deep breath. When you're doing energy work, focus and intention is key. Okay? If you're not focused, if you have too many distractions, if you have no focused intentions, then you're not going to get clear answers. You're not going to get true answers. Okay? So we want everything to be calm and focused. All right? So deep breath in. And we ask the book, what is our message for the next 3 days, Saturday through Monday? What is our message for the next 3 days, Saturday through Monday? Let's see. And we just intuitively turn to a page. Okay, we got the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this makes a lot of sense because if you know, if you've been in my classes for tarot, the Knight of Wands is not my favorite because he's here for a good time, not for a long time. Right? Good time, not a long time. But it can also represent an energy or like a feeling of scattered energy, of lack of direction. Okay? So I'm going to read this to you and then we'll talk about it. It says, whoa there, goddess. The energy is all over the place and it will take your power and discipline to rein it back in, which makes a lot of sense because we just are having these planets go conjunct, right? They're moving into Aries. Both of them are there now. It says it's a good idea to evaluate your plans for the day. What needs to be accomplished and what fun things are you trying to fit in? The unfocused energy can land you in trouble if the day gets away from you and all you've done is play. So we can see that over the next 3 days, like what needs your focus? Because today's energy, when we read it last week or last Monday, we got the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is about making a plan. It's about making a a network and consulting and, you know, doing all the things necessary to build your empire, whatever that looks like for you, okay? So prioritize, accomplish, and then go play. Your future self will thank you. So again, possibility of feeling scattered energy over the next few days because of the movements and changes, but it's telling you, okay, focus. Don't let this distract you from what you are looking to achieve, at least for the next few days, okay? Because this energy is not a one-shot thing, right? It's going to be in Aries for a while. So we got to get used to it. We got to dip our toe into that cold water a little bit further until we get used to it, and then it feels refreshing. So Saturn is showing up saying, let's get to work. Let's do the thing. Come on. And Neptune is like, let's dream big. Saturn's like, that's cool. Dream big. But then you got to move big. You got to do the things. You got to take the leap. Okay? So, all right, now y'all are going to choose the tarot deck that I use for the next 3 days, okay? We're going to uncover each day's energy. So YouTube, you're going to vote in the comments. TikTok, you're going to wait a second and let me put the poll up, and then you're going to vote in the poll, okay? The reason why I have you choose the deck is because the more you put your energy into it, the more it's going to resonate with you, okay? All right, so deck number 1, we have the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. I have not used this one in a while. I don't know why. It's a great deck. Or number 2, the Baroque deck. These are both kind of like dark energy decks, not negative dark, but you understand what I'm saying? So kind of witchy type decks. So let me get the poll up. All right, there we go. It's that blue clipboard right there, right there. All right, so vote 1 or 2. Which one do you intuitively feel drawn to? 1 or 2? Oh, it's split on YouTube. Uh-oh. 1 or 2. You got to vote up here. Y'all, vote in the poll. Otherwise, your vote won't matter, or won't count. Not matter. It does matter, but it doesn't count. 1 or 2. We have about 20-something seconds left. 22 seconds. 1 or 2. They're both great decks. You can't go wrong. Just go with your intuition. Looks like 2 so far on YouTube. It keeps kind of balancing out. Let's see. Okay, poll's done. Let's see what it says. Deck 1. Wow. All right, sorry, YouTube. Well, those of you that voted for deck 1, you got your wish. Let's see what Edgar Allan Poe has to say. All right, I'm going to shuffle these so we can get them ready with the fresh energy. And we're going to let the intention be that I'm going to pull 1 card for the next 3 days, for each day, 1 card, to uncover the energy and the message of the day, okay? This is how we set our intention into our deck. We let the deck and our guides, whoever you're working with, the universe, know what the intention of the reading is. Because if you don't have an intention or you don't have a question, then you get scattered energy, okay? All right. What do we need to know for each day? Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. All right, for tomorrow, Saturday, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Speaking of getting work done. We had the 8 of Pentacles in reverse this past week, right? Now it's telling you it's time to get to work. It's time to focus on what your patterns are, what you're trying to put out into the world. The Eight of Pentacles is the entrepreneur card, okay? It is somebody working on getting their products together, getting their service together so they can put it out to the world to make money, to have their business go out, right? It can also indicate self-improvement. It's just doing the same thing over and over again, or working diligently on something to produce a positive result, because 8 is personal power. 8 is financial abundance. 8 is karma. So tomorrow, there's going to be work that needs to be done, which makes a lot of sense for me personally, because I told y'all I'm working on a project for the tribe, and I have set Saturday aside to work on that project. And y'all, I'm so freaking excited. You're going to love it. If you're not in the tribe, you are missing out. And you're really going to miss out once I finish it. Okay. Sunday. Sunday, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse again. Okay. So on Sunday, very scattered energy, very unfocused energy, and it's telling you if there's things that need to be done on Sunday, get them done first, like clean up your house, get rid of clutter, do whatever needs to happen, or what needs to get done, and then you rest, okay? It may just feel like, especially since we have these major planetary shifts, you may just feel everything's just kind of wonky, and you're like, I don't know where this energy or this feeling is coming from. And that's when you really focus on grounding your energy, drinking plenty of water, getting plenty of rest, okay? But again, if there are things that need to be done on Sunday, go ahead and get them done first, and then relax or go play, okay? It's kind of like you got to do all this work on Saturday, and then there might be some leftover work that needs to be done on Sunday. So it's like, let's go ahead and finish that up. Let's close that up and then go play. But all in all, it can symbolize, if you're not working on something for like a business or a project, it would be you working on yourself, focusing on what you need to do to bring in better health, to focus on your financial goals, and understanding that with these planetary shifts, we might collectively feel this wonky type of energy. So drink plenty of water, ground your energy, okay? You're not feeling well today? Uh-oh. Tired and nauseous, uh-oh. Make sure you're, like I said, ground your energy and drink your water. I hope you feel better. All right, let's look at Monday. Monday, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, so when the Two of Swords in reverse shows up, this is indicating making a decision, choosing a path, which is perfect for this new energy. Is it not? It's deciding, I'm going this way, okay? However, we have to look at all sides of it, don't we? If you resist making this decision, if you resist choosing this path, then you suffer the consequences, okay? It's not punishment, it is just energy. It is the universe and your highest self trying to get you to choose a path. But when you refuse and you stay stuck, you are punishing yourself, okay? Nobody else is punishing you, it's you. So it's about you really kind of following your intuition, taking the blindfold off and saying, this is who I choose to be, this is the path I want to go on, and this is a decision that's gonna alter your course, okay? So be excited about it. Be curious about what's to come next. Look, under here, we have the Two of Pentacles. There's double twos, right? So we have double Knight of Wands, and we have double twos showing up. So the Two of Pentacles is weighing your options. It's finding balance within your life, work and life, love and life, love and work. You know, trying to find this happy medium within your life without overthinking things, okay? Oh, thank you, Jonathan. So Saturday's energy is the Eight of Pentacles. Sundays is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Mondays is the Two of Swords in reverse, okay? So yeah, the Two of Pentacles, like I said, all about weighing your options, trying to find balance within your life, and really doing it without overthinking. Because when we start overthinking, we start taking in everybody else's crap. What am I supposed to do? What am I expected to do? This and that, instead of what do I feel drawn to do? What do I know in my soul to do about this situation, about this path, about this career, relationship, all the above, okay? So, and we have the blessing of belief. So there is a positivity to be expected this weekend to restore your faith in the universe. But it's also telling you, you can't sit on your butt and really escape into whatever it is you might be escaping into, whether it be social media, TV, substances, all that. You can't escape and then expect things to happen for you. Always have to have that happy medium, everything in moderation, everything in balance, okay? Because Saturn does not play. Y'all have heard me say that before. Saturn does not play. All right, let's see what else we need to know through Oracle. What else do we need to know over the next 3 days? You still need to ask your Oracle cards questions too, okay? Anytime you're doing divination, there needs to be an intention and a question. There has to be a focus. Look at that. Strategy. You can't make it up. Today, even, we had the Three of Pentacles, like I said earlier. Strategy, right? We need to make a plan. We have to have goals. We have to have something that we're focusing towards, something that our eyes and our energy are set upon. So the universe is saying, what's your game plan? What do you want to experience? Now, the strategy is your goal. It's not asking for you to know every single step that's going to get you there. That's the difference between human thinking and universal thinking, okay? Because the universe is saying, what is your goal and what would you like to experience? And we will help you to get there. We'll work out all the puzzle pieces. All you have to do is stay aligned, listen, and let us help you, and then you make the decisions because you do have free will, right? So it's not expecting you to know every single step. It's saying, hey, what is your goal? What do you want to experience? What do you feel aligned to? Okay? And 21 is about you deciding to experience something new, to try something new, and then we bring those numbers together, and it's 3. 3 is manifestation. It's bringing that energy into this world. Let's see what else we need to know. It's been a while since we've gotten that one. Yeah. And it's, when we're looking at it as far as each day, what's your strategy for each day? So the 8 of Pentacles, what is your strategy for your career or for your self-improvement? What are you working on? What's your plan? Are you making a plan? Sunday, your energy might be all over the place. So make a to-do list. Check off whatever it is that you need to get done so you feel accomplished, and then you can relax or go play, do whatever you want. And then Monday, 2 of Swords in reverse is saying, okay, I have a plan now, and the decisions that I'm going to make are the decisions that are only aligned to this plan, to this goal. And that puts you back in your power. All right. What else do we need to know for this, the next few days? Saturday through Monday. Ooh, look at that. We got Compass. I don't know if I've ever pulled this card. If I have, it's maybe been once since I've owned this deck. Interesting. I'm going to read this to you. quote is, as long as you orient your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. See? See? You're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences. To stay on the highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or a higher power can serve this function. Money, property, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can't help you find your true path. They are simply things you may experience along the journey. Know that spirit is working in your life, so even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust, for your compass with spirit as true north will ensure that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. See? I told y'all. It's telling you, as long as you stay focused on the higher, bigger picture, you cannot be lost. The universe is like, we're always here to help you. We're always here to guide you. But the thing is, if you are putting up that energetic block where you're not trusting yourself, you're not trusting in the universe, you're not trusting in your destiny, then there's nothing they can do, right? It's like they have to sit back and be like, golly. It's kind of like how I feel whenever I see somebody and they're asking for help, they're asking for guidance, but then they, but all over the place, or they don't do what they know they need to do, and they just keep repeating that same pattern. And it's so unbelievably frustrating because you can see what they can achieve, but they can't, right? So think about that. Think about how your spirit guides in the universe are sitting here waiting for you to open yourself up, for you to really believe that you're worthy of your dreams and your goals, and that you are deserving of all the good things. All you have to do is focus on what is for your alignment, what is for your highest good, okay? This makes me excited because this new project that I'm working on for the tribe is really going to be focused on that, you being in your power. So, yay. I love it when things align naturally. That's how they're supposed to be. Oh, look at that. We got Sun Wealth underneath the deck. Hey, I'll take that. Hey, Priscilla. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know? And with the compass being 50, 5 we know is a pivot and a change, right? And 0 is telling you anything is possible. This change is heightened. But all it's saying that you have to do is just stay aligned, stay connected, stay true to yourself and your soul. What does the bottom of the deck card mean? Great question. So what that means is that it's energy that you are not seeing. So we're revealing the energy of the day. It's kind of like what's going on behind the curtain, what's going on beneath the surface. Because the universe is saying all of this higher stuff is happening because what's lying underneath is what is trying to come up, kind of like, think of it as a seed in the soil. It's blooming, it's working its way towards the surface. All right. Oh, again, I'm tired. I'm getting tired of pulling this card, you guys. Okay. Let's talk about it yet again. The courtship card. It could indicate some of y'all might meet somebody this weekend. Listen, if you meet somebody on Saturday, I would be cautious about that because, like I said, the Knight of Wands is here for a good time, not a long time. Okay? However, courtship also, in a grand scheme of things, with it being number 4, it symbolizes you doing what is necessary to support your dreams and your goals. Think about a relationship. Yeah, it is the new community card. Think about a relationship, okay? When a person decides that they like another person, they will do whatever is necessary to support the idea that they will have a relationship, right? So think about your goal as your relationship. You're supporting that goal coming to fruition. You are courting it. So, wow. And number 4 is telling you to be realistic. start strategizing, start taking action, be logical about things because you're trying to bring it into your 3D world, okay? Number 4 represents Earth. Yeah, it is the month of love, so you never know. But yeah, this energy for this weekend, I'd be a little cautious about that. Especially since we have Mercury going retrograde soon. Ugh. All right, what else do we need to know? And there might be, there might be a feeling on Saturday where you feel like you can't take action on something that you feel a draw to. Maybe there's fear. Maybe, again, there's scattered energy. Or maybe it's an energy of like you wanting to move away from something that you thought that was going to be good for you. And now you're like, yeah, I don't think this is working out. So it can kind of seem like a flaky energy, which is understood. But you have to step into your power and say, okay. You have to step into your power and kind of like govern yourself and say, what do I know to be true for me? What is going to be the best decision for my highest good and the highest good of all in this scenario? And then you make that decision. No matter if it's easy or hard, that's what you got to do, okay? All right, so this one kind of flipped over. It says, answers unfold. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience. I like that. And it says, make a change. Embrace growth. Seek new paths. Hello, Two of Swords in reverse. Welcome transformations with an open heart. Okay? All right. Let's do this one. Oh, thank you, Priscilla. She said, thank you for all you do for us and teaching us. I'll always be grateful. I appreciate that. Hey, Jamie. Let's see. What else do we need to know for the next 3 days? And another thing is you might be juggling a decision or need to make some real decisions about your career, okay? Because you might be you might have too much on your plate. You might be working 2-3 jobs, and it's asking you what would be something that brings more balance to your life whenever it comes to your career, okay? Look at this. Oh, we have passion. What are you passionate about? It doesn't have to be connected to your career. It's asking you in general, what are you passionate about? So for example, this is what I'm passionate about, and this is what I love to do. I love to teach. I love to wake people up. This is what feeds my soul. So it's asking you what feeds your soul. Where do your passions lie? Because the Knight of Wands, when he's in reverse, he has no idea what his passion is. He's passionate about everything, which is why he's not very stable. But sometimes it can represent being afraid to follow your passion because maybe you're still learning about the universe. Maybe you're still learning about yourself and the way that the universal laws work. And if you are, then I recommend that you jump into discovering yourself, understanding the universal laws and how to work with energy. It'll change everything. Okay, let's see. Oops, gotta shuffle it this way. Let's get our spirit animal card. These are not easy to shuffle. Oh, calm down. See? We got Ram, perseverance. Hello, Aries energy. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. So true. Unless you let your mind take over, right? Remember, we talked about this on Monday. We talked about how the mind is just a processor. It's researching back in your history to ask, have I ever experienced this before? What was the outcome? What do I need to do now? So your mind is just a processing machine. What you have to do is feed it the information. And you have to understand that it can only go off of what it has learned from the past. So if you have very negative experiences from the past, that's all you're going to come up with your mind. So you have to stretch further out into your soul to find the true answers, okay? With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. That is so true. Never give up. And I am full testament to that. I've had many reasons to give up. I had many people that would talk down to me, talk shit to me, say all kinds of things, try to ruin my life. And I never gave up. And good things have come to me. Good things have come to my children. So I'm a full testament to that. Do not give up on your passions and your goals and what you know to be true about your soul. Right? Oh, girl, this whole thing has been very Saturn in Aries. It's great. Can you teach us a good spread for career questions? I have many spreads that I teach in the tribe. I have several tarot spread videos where I teach you how to read the spreads. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, we were talking about the conjunction, and I was like, relax. It's not like you're going to get a zap. All right, let's see. Nope, I got to keep going. It didn't split properly, and it didn't feel right. Look at that. Sovereignty. What does that mean? It means you're in balance. It means you're in control. It means that you are in neutral, so you can see what the truth is. When you're not in neutral, when you're too far this way, when you're too far that way, you cannot see the truth, okay? When you are in your sovereign power, that means you are owning yourself. You're owning your power. You are in neutral, so you can see the truth of what is. And that is the most powerful place to be, because you're not being controlled by any outside forces, okay? It's number 41. There's that 4 again. It's telling you to think of that quote, be still and know that I am God, right? You are a creator. You are energy. You are divine. And it's like a reminder of, hey, snap out of it. Remember who you are. Okay? Yes, no outside influence has power over you. Absolutely. I've been spending a lot less time on social media lately just because I see so many people that are being manipulated and allowing outside forces to govern their emotions, to govern their actions, especially in the spiritual space. And it's really disappointing to see. So I just put my phone down, go read a book, go do something, because it is very disappointing to see that. But everything will pan out. Everything will reveal itself in due time. And these things have to reveal themselves. Otherwise, it would never get fixed. We would never elevate. We would never evolve. Okay, let's look at our money message. Oh, there's Douglas. Planner. We have strategy here. We have the 8 of Pentacles showing up. Planner. Okay? I'm going to read this to you. There's 3 ways to resonate, and this connects to your finances. Pay attention to detail and create a plan to grow your business or personal finances. There we go. I was talking to my ladies in the tribe last night, and I was telling them that, hey, I was even talking to another client last night or yesterday, and I was like, with this whole AI evolution or revolution, whatever you want to say, with it coming into play, we're going to see a bunch of people put their trust and their spirituality into AI, and it's going to create major problems because as you should know, AI is not conscious, it is not sentient. Never will be, because it doesn't have a soul. It's not, and it's just not, because all it's doing is processing human input, right? So we're going to see people go into psychosis and really put all of that into AI. And like I said the other day, there's a big astrologer influencer on Instagram, and I was so disappointed to see that they posted, I'm going to make AI psychic. No, you're not. No, you're not. You can't. AI does not have a soul. It does not connect to the divine. It is a machine that humans created, right? So what you're going to see is that people are going to start going to psychosis. They're going to start really trusting in AI, and then it's going to start creating these major problems. And then they're really going to be seeking us, the real spiritual practitioners, the real coaches, the real intuitives, the real psychics and mediums and all of that. Okay. So what you need to do right now as a spiritual practitioner, if you are one, is you need to start building your solid foundation for your business, because you need to prepare yourself for this influx of people that are going to be needing us, that are going to be looking for you. Okay. This is exactly why I built the Spiritual CEO Immersion, because for people that don't know how to set up their spiritual business, I will walk you through it. I'm going to take a small group for 6 months, and I'm going to show you how to set yourself up for success so you're not burning yourself out, and so you are ready for this influx of people that are going to come looking for us. That's a bummer. And the next wave of spiritual content creators need to focus on embodiment. Yeah, and the sad thing is a lot of people are going to fall prey to AI, and they think AI is smarter than them, and it's really not. Especially when it comes to spirituality, especially when it comes to trying to read astrology and do numerology and all these other, it's wrong. It has no soul. It has no connection to the divine. It is not psychic. It is not intuitive. It's wrong. So they are really going to be seeking us in the near future, and you need to be ready, okay? If you want to be considered as one of the group in the CEO Immersion, then TikTok, go to the link in my bio. YouTube, it's down in the description, okay? You do have to apply because, like I said, it's going to be a small group, and I'm going to walk you through for 6 months and show you how to set up your business that works with you. This is not a cookie cutter program. This is where we're going to look at your energy. We're going to work with your inner child. We're going to work with your ideal client. I mean, everybody's going to be different. So you don't have to just be a tarot reader. You don't have to just be a numerologist. You could be a Reiki healer. You could be a psychic medium. You could be anything. But we're going to focus on how to set your business up for success, okay? All right, number 2, careers in event planning, project manager, or professional organizer could be for you. I am not one of those people. As much as I do in this business, I tell people I'm not a planner. So if you're wanting to go on vacation or host an event or something like that, do not look at me. That is not me. But if that is you, by all means, start making a plan to create your business. Number 3, this is a great time to take a financial inventory and see what needs changing. So think about this 8 of Pentacles right here. Okay, the 8 of Pentacles is looking at your finances, taking your power back when it comes to your finances. I was talking to another person the other day saying that when you feel like, it's kind of like a catch-22, when you feel like you don't have the money for something, but you're trying to make something happen, you are going to have to do the hard thing and take that leap in whatever way that you can. Because, like for instance, for me, back years and years ago, I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. I was bad shape, right? And I finally took the leap and I started investing in myself, even though I didn't have, like I had to do it whatever way I could. I started first doing my own work. Then I invested in mentors and coaches and all of that stuff. And it it changed everything in my life. So you have to start investing in yourself in whatever way that you can, and stop seeing the money as your limitation. You will always find a way. When it's meant to be, the universe will help you. Let's see. Let's do this one. You love spreadsheets? Nice. I'm just not that person. I'm like, somebody do it for me. I'm like, just let me focus on what I do best. Everybody else handle the rest. No, I do most of it, but still. All right. What else do we need to know for the next few days? Look at that, movement, speed, number 42. So we have 4s and 2s that are showing up the most. So this is telling you, excuse me, if you want change to happen, you have to make it happen. Okay? You have to nurture your goal and your dream. You have to decide, this is what I want to bring into this world. And you have to take the action. You have to make that leap. And the universe is saying it can happen a lot quicker than you think. And I'm a testament to that as well. Because when I finally got super serious about my goals and my business, everything blew up. Everything just changed. And I was like, holy crap, like, this is actually happening. This is actually real. And I used to have to pinch myself, like, am I dreaming? Like, is this really happening? And it's really happening. Let's get our crystal for the next few days. All right, then. Stability through choices. I love that. Yeah. All right. What is our crystal for the next few days? Ooh, ocean jasper. Look how gorgeous that is. Ocean jasper. Calming, nurturing, claiming wholeness. Ocean jasper flows with calming, rhythmic energy, encouraging peace and joy in your heart. Embrace its nurturing vibrations to release stress and cultivate a deep sense of emotional balance and tranquility. That's so great and so perfect for the energy that we are experiencing right now. We got the Knight of Wands in reverse as the overall energy, but we also pulled it for Sunday's energy. So like I said, it might feel very wonky at first because of these planetary movements, because we're dipping our toe in that cold water trying to get used to this vibration, right? So this can help you to find that calmness, find that stillness, find that flow. And I think that's perfect. You have your ocean jasper in your pocket today. That's amazing. That's so cool. Let's do this one. And if you are in the tribe, I have a very exciting announcement for today. Not for today, but today I have a very exciting announcement. So be on the lookout. You're going to love it. I'm telling y'all, I am bringing so much to the tribe because that's my main focus is the tribe. I know I have the QMA and now I have the spiritual CEO immersion. Obviously, those are my focus as well. But the tribe, that's our community. That's where we gather. That is where, you start your foundation of your spiritual journey and you share it with the other ladies in there. So I have people in the tribe that have been there for years and years. I have new people too. It's an awesome place. We just had book club last night. If you haven't started the book that we're reading, highly recommend it. because we just started the first 2 chapters. They're short chapters, so you can easily catch up before we have another book club meeting in a couple of weeks. But I highly recommend the book club because the first 2 chapters were awesome. And I think it's really going to be beneficial to anybody that reads it. Madi picked a good book. All right, what else do we need to know? Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, this is funny. First house, arrival. What is the first house? Aries. Number 39. It's like it's about time it got here. But look how beautiful this is. And I love this because not only does it represent the collective arrival, the collective energy of Saturn and Neptune in Aries, but it's also about your arrival. You finally stepping into your power, into your sovereignty, into your wholeness and saying, here I am. This is me. These are the choices I'm making for my highest good. And if you want to come along, great. If not, that's okay. But this is me and this is my life. And I choose now to be in my authenticity. I choose now to really fulfill the life that I came here to fulfill. Can you read us that arrival card? Sure. I don't remember what all it has in the book. Let me see. It's been a while. Take responsibility for how you are perceived. As you walk in the door, assess what you lead with, what your mannerisms, appearance, and signals say. Notice if you lead with charm or prickly defenses, with your mind or with your heart, or whether you are versatile, changing your approach to fit the circumstances. Investigate how the first impression affects your identity and interactions. People read what you put out, whether you are acting as a business, as a person, or as a couple. It is up to you to ensure that how you present yourself matches your intention. If you feel misunderstood, look for a misperception, yours or others, underneath any tension, and see what can be done to clear this lens. If you strive to be invisible, neutral, or enjoy an air of mystery and play your cards close to their chest, it becomes easier for others to project their assumptions onto you. Consider becoming more transparent and letting your inner worth shine. First house can also bring with it a surge of temper or other strong emotions that rushes to your head like mercury in a hot thermometer. If this happens, bring your awareness back down to your feet. The metaphor also applies to a business or project. Leadership may be too strong and attention needs to be brought back to the boots on the ground. Challenge. You are challenged to see beyond the shallowness of appearances. See behind the smoke screen and take responsibility for how you are perceived. The gift. Evaluate how you interact with the world as the beginning of a journey of self-discovery. So that's the thing, is when you are in your authenticity, nobody can project things onto you. They might try, but it bounces off, right? That's why I was talking about being in your authentic space, your authentic self, because when you are true and you're not just trying to be somebody that you're not trying to fit in, then people can make up their own ideas of you, their own version of you, because you're kind of confusing, and so that stuff will stick, right? I have Capricorn achieve at the bottom. Nice. But, oh, hang on. I got to verify myself. But when you are your true self, nobody can say anything different about you. Like if somebody was trying to spread rumors about you or something like that, people wouldn't believe it because they know that, no, I've never experienced that with them, and they've always been true. They've never been deceitful, whatever. So the more authentic you are, the less people can project onto you, and the less you have to keep up with. Honestly, it's exhausting having to keep up with a facade. So why even do it? Yeah, Saturn, Neptune, and Aries is going to ask you to take responsibility for your own healing. Because if you've heard me speak years ago, I've always said this, that, what happened to you in your past, if you've experienced trauma from another person, that is not your fault. But what is your responsibility is your healing through that, because nobody can do that but you. And as somebody who has experienced much trauma in life, I had to learn that lesson myself. I had to realize nobody's going to come save me. Nobody's going to do it for me. I have to do it myself. And when you do it yourself, nobody can take that away from you. Okay? All right, let's see what this deck wants to say. Ooh, apple. And I just had a thought too about the courtship card, because I like to stare at the cards as I'm shuffling, because I just let my mind flow. The courtship card can also represent, as we're looking at this energy here, all the cards, it can also represent a potential for business partnership. So there you go. Apple, temptation, quest for knowledge, risk and reward, forbidden desires. So how does that fit with you? Temptation. We were talking about the Knight of Wands in reverse. It's very tempting to go for what's easy, to what gives us the dopamine hit, right? But then we're left with thinking, well, crap, I didn't get anything done. I stayed here. I didn't achieve this, or I didn't, you know what I'm saying? It's like we start going through that shame spiral. So don't be tempted by things that are meant to separate you from your sovereignty, from your alignment, and from your goals. Quest for knowledge. Yeah. Like I said, if you want to learn something, if you want to know how to do something, then seek out the people who are actually doing it and who are willing to teach. This is why I teach tarot. It's why I teach numerology. It's why I'm going to teach business strategy for spiritual entrepreneurs, because I know how to do it. So why don't I just share that? Risk and reward. I was talking about this earlier. It feels like a catch-22 when you're trying to bring about great change in your life. When you feel like you're at your lowest, that's when you have to take the biggest leap. Okay? Forbidden desires. I think that's funny, because I think it could go either way. Because think of the Knight of Wands in reverse. Like I said, he is here for a good time, not a long time. He wants pleasure and all the things, but he doesn't want the responsibility. Okay? Well, it might be that you desire certain things in your life, certain outcomes, and you might feel like they're forbidden, like they're out of reach for you. And the universe is like, they're not, if you would just get out of your own way. But you have to have that knowledge. You got to take that leap. So the cards will always call you out. Starting your healing journey today. Excellent. Good for you. All right. Are you... Kathleen, that's my mom's name. Are you in the tribe, Kathleen? If not, you should be. If y'all haven't taken the assessment to find out your archetype, go take the assessment. It takes 2 minutes, and then it shows you where we can connect best. The tribe is going to be the best beginning for you, especially. All right, so these next decks that I'm going to use are a bit spicy. So if you get offended easily, scroll away. Let's see. This one was gifted to me by Anne, one of our healers in the tribe. And I love it. All right, let's see. What do we need to know for the next few days? Yeah, of course. There's lots of amazing people in the tribe that are on their healing journey and learning their spiritual practices and all that. And I'm, like I said earlier, I'm working on a very special project for the tribe. And I'll be working on it this weekend, and I'm hoping to get a good chunk of it done. So I will let y'all know. Oh, look at here. Practice radical acceptance. Be you. Practice radical acceptance. Be yourself. I'm telling you, the more you are yourself, the more people respect you. And we were talking about that too last night in book club. I'm telling you, if you missed book club, you missed a lot. You need to show up to book club, because we have amazing conversations. We have conversations about the book, but then it also leads to other conversations. And They're so enlightening. They're so empowering. Like if you need empowerment, come to book club. Maudie leads the book club. I'm in there as much as I can be. And we're doing it, every other Thursday. So we had book club yesterday. So in 2 weeks, we'll have another one. And it's a great book that we're reading. So, see, Stephanie's in the tribe too. She says, the tribe is wonderful and I always recommend it. Thank you, Stephanie. No worries, Tracy. All right, let's see what else we need to know. This is another one of the spicy decks. So if you get offended, okay. I don't know what to tell you. What else do we need to know over the next few days? My goal for the tribe, honestly, I'm going to be completely transparent. My goal for the tribe is to grow it to be so big, so full of women that are in their own power, that are standing in their truth, that are helping each other, that are supporting each other, and we all come together. And I will teach you everything that I can through there, and I'll help guide you. And I'm bringing in amazing women. I have Jamie, I have Ann, I have Maudie, and I have a special surprise for today. So it's not just me, you know, this is a collective of strong women who have different backgrounds, different practices, and different strengths. And we're all coming together to support one another to bring back our power because it was taken from us. And now we're going to take it back. So if you are not in the tribe, you're missing out. That's funny. I don't know if I want to, I think this is like my fault, but I'm still going to read it to you because it's funny. It says, eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. Eat better. Take care of yourself. Okay, I'm going to pull one more as well. Okay. Oh, okay. Don't get mad. Just listen. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. I'm going to say that again, just in case you didn't hear me, or in case you got mad and you stopped listening. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. I was just talking about this, right? I used to blame everybody else. I used to be the victim. Not anymore. Because I realized, yeah, what happened to me was not my fault as far as like how others treated me and the trauma that I went through. But what is my responsibility was my own healing and taking my power back. So you have to do the same. Your life is your responsibility. Okay? Radical accountability, yeah. I will scream that out. Cue the matriarch. Yeah. Matriarchy, sorry. Yeah, absolutely, Jamie. That's what I'm working on. That's my evil plan for us to take over the world. So, Luke says, take a shot. I like that one. What does it say on the back? Don't take 12, take 1. Okay, maybe 2. Move on. I have the best decks. I don't know what to tell you. So anyway, yeah, if you are not in the tribe, get your butts in the tribe. I'm working on this special project this weekend. I'm hoping to have some of it up, but I'm not making any promises because I want this to be as thorough as possible for you because I want you to experience a transformation, right? Not only is my tarot apprenticeship in the tribe, but you're also going to have your own awakening journey to follow in the tribe. So I'm going to make it as thorough as possible so you experience your own powerful transformation for you to take your power back. You're going to share your journey with the other ladies in the tribe. We're going to still have book club. We're going to have Jamie with her astrological updates and Anne teaching us the chakras and whatever else she wants to teach us. And then I'm obviously in there. So we have so much for you in the tribe for you to take your power back, but you have to decide to do that. I cannot do it for you, okay? I can't make you drink, okay? So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. You know, if you need anything, everything is TikTok linked in my bio, YouTube linked in the description. Take your assessment. If you have a spiritual practice and you want to set it up for success for when we have this wave of people that are going to be looking for us, are going to be searching for you because of the whole AI stuff and disconnect from their divinity, then get through the link in my bio or in the description, read the whole page to make sure it aligns with you, and then apply, okay? Because if you apply before you've read everything and we have our meeting, it's not gonna work, okay? I need to know that you've read everything and it completely aligns with you, because I'm gonna take a small group for 6 months and then it's gonna be magical, okay? So I love you all. Mwah. I'll see you back here Monday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're gonna look at the days ahead, Tuesday through Friday, and we're just gonna keep going and growing, okay? All right.